Hi everybody! Back again with another mixed media project, canvas, and you will probably be able to tell when you see it who I made it for. This is for my sis Tricia, a little shabby chic, and she did indicate to me that once I started doing mixed media I would get addicted to it, and she was right. Oh my gosh, I am so loving it. I took a 12 by 12 flat canvas, and then I was in Michael's, danger, and saw that they had these smaller canvases that are probably 3/4 of an inch deep. That's probably 3 inches across, and I would say 9 or 10 inches long. So I took 3 of those and just went with it. First I covered all of the canvases with this vintage wedding gown fabric that I had gotten at the thrift store, and I love the scallop edges on it, so I wanted to leave those on, and I wanted those in their natural color, so I actually took my painter's tape and folded them back and taped them down to the back of the canvas so that they would hopefully not get colored, and that actually worked very, very well. And I laid out the canvases where I thought I would want them, and then started doing my decorating, doing the gesso, gluing things down, gessoing. I did 2 coats of gesso on all of the little bits that are on here. Did a little flower arrangement down here at the bottom, and before I started spraying, I had these 2 down while I was working on everything and laying it out, but I knew what I wanted to do with this one, and I kept it completely separate so that I would get the look that I wanted when it was time to put it on. So once I got everything gessoed, got everything down, and secured these 2 canvases down, I started spraying, and I used 2 homemade sprays. One of them I had used before. Let me grab those real quick. Okay, one I used, let's see, Pearl White and Pearl Magenta Pearl X powders. And I've never seen a spray. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I've never seen one. I wanted to do something that matched the ivory color with the dress and the lace that I used. So I used rubbing alcohol, some butterscotch Adirondack ink, the alcohol ink. I squeezed in some of the pearlescent medium that I have. It's in acrylic paint, and it was coming out way too light, so then I added a little bit of a gold Pearl X powder to it, just a little bit, and it kept it nice and light, but you can see the color where I sprayed. So then I commenced spraying and having fun with that. And then, actually before I started to spray, I had actually put some painter's tape in these areas so that when I started spraying, that part would not get sprayed. And I did that absolutely intentionally, because I wanted some of the original lace to show through, because I knew I wasn't going to be spraying this canvas and keeping the original lace there. So let me show you in a little more detail. I used some trims and some metal pieces, buttons, wood pieces, and I also used some of the resin laces that I had made with the molds that I got from Natasha, who is Natasha Scrapbook Corner on Zibbit. But there's one here. And when they're gessoed, they do take the sprays really, really well. This little hexagon one, that was a mold that I had. And that is also resin. This is one of the little resin doilies here. There's another little doily resin here. And some more of the chicken wire type stuff. And then this is one of the resin laces. Now I did brush on a little bit of the spray color on the top here and on the bottom here. The large safety pin that I had, a little cherub, a heart with wings, buttons, a charm, jewelry. This feather is a resin. I don't even know what this odd part was from, but I liked it. Some more jewelry pieces. And on these, a bunch of wooden embellishments, some metals, keys, odd parts, jewelry pieces, bolt and a screw, spool that I glued the wood needle into, and some of these wood pieces Tricia had given me. Some more metal pieces, a clock face, a little telephone charm, a little dress charm. This is some type of coin that had been made into a charm. More wood pieces, and just odd bits. I mean, just so much fun. Yes, sis, I am addicted. Thank you very much. These little swirlies on the sides. I had found something at the thrift store. I think somebody had used it at a baby shower or something, but it was like a white stick that had all these little branches with curlies and straight branches on it. So I snipped a couple off of that. And around, once I got the center one secured down, I had a string of pearls, and I just framed this particular canvas and took it under the flowers, and then it ends up down here, and it ended up fitting perfectly. Hooray! Now the actual dress, or the dress form, I mutilated a Barbie doll. I'm sorry. But Olivia had sent me two, and the one that had run away from home had since returned. So I had a spare Barbie. So I mutilated her and made a mold. And let me tell you what, those things are not easy to mutilate. That thing, she was a bear. But I made a mold with the amazing mold putty and did resin cast so that the back is flat. So she mounted on there very, very easily. But first I dressed her with this is some of the satin part from that same wedding gown, as is underneath the skirt part, and then some of the embroidered tulle lace. So this is, oh, and I had, before I started putting anything on, I drilled a couple of holes in the top of the canvas because this is flat. There was no way to hang it. So I drilled a couple holes and ran ribbon through and just have knots on either side to keep that secure. Oh, still finding glue strings. Debating on putting a piece of bling up in here. So I guess you'll see if I decided to do that or not when Tricia receives this. But she will have received this by the time I put this video up. So happy birthday, sis. I hope you love it. I definitely enjoyed making this for you. And yeah, you got me addicted. You were right. You usually are. So, happy birthday to you, sis. Love you to bits. Mwah! And thank you all so much for watching and your kind comments. I really do appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.